What's good, everybody? It's your boy K.O.L, aka the Kit Bashing Guy. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have aboard the Kit Bashing gang. What's up, Kit Bashing family? How you doing? Got a special one for you guys today. In today's video, I am going to be reacting to a very, very familiar face you guys may know and love. This person is one of my favorite YouTubers. I consider him a Yonko of the One Piece content creating community. The King of Lightning, aka K.O.L. Man put out a video addressing the legacy of one of my favorite characters, the legendary Vice Admiral Garp. If you guys been watching K.O.L for a long time, man, he kind of has like this little thing against the admirals. He may not, sometimes he'll say like he doesn't, but low key, it's definitely there. Curious to see what my man's talking about. So let's get right into the video. All right, man, let's do this, man. I'm excited, bro. Let's see what my man has to say about Garp, bro.
Garp to Joe. God. This video, hopefully a short video, today nonetheless focused on this one stud, this one phenom, this one mythical creature, Garp to. Okay, so dude is giving Garp his flowers, man. I can't cap. He has to give him his flowers in the beginning for sure. So I like that. I like that so far, K.O.L. The out here is the power scale. Folks know, at least you should by now. In my mind, Garp is one of the best written characters in One Piece. I did a video years ago on that, and why I honestly gotta believe that Garp, personally speaking, I'd argue, Garp, I don't think was wrong in not saving Ace during Marineford.
Whoa, hold on, all right, wait a minute. Okay, he said a lot there. Okay, well, let's address that. Yes, he's 100% right. Garp is definitely top 3 best written characters in One Piece, 100%, man. I mean, you got to be blind not to see that. As far as Garp not stepping in, Ace dying, stepping in to save Ace, man, I mean, like, I guess it is wishful thinking that, because dude he practically raised Ace, so, you would think grandfather's love would basically trump over your job. You know what I mean? Man, I wish he did save Ace, because who knows where the One Piece world could have been, And especially, too, after, what was that, chapter 1087, Garp's justice, man, about, like, an old person should die and let the new generation continue on. So it is kind of low-key a contradiction. It's not from K.O.L, but, like, that being written in One Piece is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe that's controversial, some of you probably is. But again, the real quote-unquote issue has always been the power scale. People would say that I do put Garp a little bit too low in the power scale.
I mean, I think, what was it? Because I watch K.O.L's videos. I watch a lot of K.O.L's videos. So I think last year he did a he always has like a top 30 that he does, right? And he had Garp at like, he had him in the top 20, which I think is a respectable number. I would have Garp a lot higher, but it's respectable.
As of last year, 2022,
right,
I put Garp at number 19.
Okay, so like right there, basically at 20.
Strongest characters in the story, but he's still under characters like the current admirals, Kuzan, Trafalgar Law, Eustace, Captain Kidd, Sengoku, and so on and so forth. However, 2023, a new year. And even though we should be saving this for the 2023 top 30 strongest characters, we're going to address this now in some ways, because we've pretty much seen what Garp can do on full Lead Island. And what? Okay.
You know what? So I just want to say before, because I know he's going to end up addressing what happened on Hachinosu. That's how you say it, right? I don't think, like, it's not a fair total showing of Garp's true power. I just feel like it's still just a taste, man. It was an insane situation. We got to see Garp's durability. We got to see one of his, like, crazy attacks and everything. But I don't think it's the total package of Garp. I don't think he was holding back, but I still, because of how things happened, him getting basically jumped and all that, I don't think it was a fair showcasing of his true power in like a 1v1 fight.
What did Garp do? Let's go through a brief refresher of what Garp did on Full Lead Island.
Oh, okay, we're
Whitebeard's
gonna go through
current
it.
home, his current pad, his current snooze spot. Well, off the rip on 1080, pulls up with the plaza kind of set up for him by Kujaku, by Groose, and by
I like that
Hibari,
kid Groose, by the way.
comes out with the Galaxy Impact.
Which was insane. That was insane, bro. That attack definitely had to be on par with the Divine Departure. That's definitely a showcase of one of his best attacks, but I definitely believe he has a way stronger attack in his pocket.
Super cool. You can see some people that did colorings of it. Looks very
That's
damn
insane.
cool. And a lot of people were on that high from the last chapter, 1079, going into 1080. That high maintained because Garp was pulling out the stops. Then we see the next chapter, 1081. Garp kind of manhandle, it is what it is, Kuzan, where Kuzan does the ice ball, but like Whitebeard before him, this man breaks out of the ice ball.
Yes, man, that was crazy. So like that, and the thing is too, remember Whitebeard used his quake fruit to break out of that. Garp, he's just using either hockey or just shows how strong dude is in being able to break out of that ice attack.
And then delivers the blue hole onto Kuzan after blitzing him. Just
right.
Throws him down into the center of the earth where King Kong is ruling right now under
guy
Earth.
with his
But then,
graphics,
unfortunately, there is a major skip, and we cut back to this fight in 1087.
Right.
And in 1087, there was clearly signs of a prolonged battle going down between Garp and the Marines versus the Titanic captains and the pirates on Full Lead Island. Off the rip, we see the Titanic San Juan Wolf, who's even bigger than Waratsume, get thrown into the ocean by Garp.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, that's a feat right there, man. It's just showing. Remember, Garp is white in his 80s, I believe, or 78, or he's up there. I know that. The strength that this man is displaying, this raw strength, bro, is just insane, man. This dude doesn't have a devil fruit. This is exactly, we know where Luffy gets his core strength from. It's definitely those side of the genes, but this is insane, bro. This is an old man doing this.
Then Garp blocks several attacks by Vasco Shot, taking these pirates that are on fire and throwing them around with these pirate fireballs. And Garp was studly. We can see how there was wounds on his face, his jacket was off, his clothes were messed up, and then he gets stabbed by City of the Rain after Kobe just kind of fumbled the ball.
See, like, that's the thing. I knew that was gonna happen, man. Like, I love Oda, and I love his writing style and all that stuff. It's just like, man, like, dude, the last time we saw Garp throw a punch, before this point, before chapter 1080 and 1087 and all that, was on is Marine Ford, and everybody knew, okay, Garp got to be something crazy, and yes, it was a good showing at Hachinosu, but at the same time, bro, like this invisible dude got to come and stab him, bro, like, just let him rock out, man, like, it's just, we've been waiting all this time, and this stab happens, bro, like, come on, son. But I mean, it's great, it's good writing. I just, I guess because I have that bias with Garp, kind of pissed me off, and I just wanted to keep seeing this dude wreak havoc all over Hachinosu.
Garp summons his inner Jinbei, and the seismic tosses City of the Rain, coughs up some blood. In comes Kuzan, Ice Glove, they clash, and then in the next chapter, the final strive for Garp Chujo. In 1088, Garp Chujo blitzes Kuzan again. Then he proceeds to deliver the Galaxy Divide on the main face of Full Lead Island, Hachinosu, after bouncing across the buildings like he's Mario with star power.
Man, this is another feat, man, from Garp, bro. Crazy, man, what this man is doing, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to see what Rayleigh could do, and, yes, Rayleigh said he probably didn't have a chance of beating Kuzan because of, his age and stuff like that. But, I feel like everybody doubts themselves at some point, like, even in like basketball, like I'm sure when Michael Jordan first came back during like his stint with the Washington Wizards, like he's probably like, dang, bro, I'm 40-something years old, I can't keep up with these cats. But dude made 2 All-Star games at 40-something years old. Come on, bro.
Bellamy, which was a crazy lead up to Garp's Galaxy Divide. So that is what Garp did for the most part in Full Lead Island from what we saw. So that all being said, now that's all out of the way. King of Lightning. Did Garp exceed your expectations? Did Garp go above and beyond, plus ultra, my hero style, surpass his limits, black?
All right, so I'm going to answer this question. I guarantee you, because like I told you, the King of Lightning is not a fan of the Admirals. I'm going to say Garp did not exceed his expectations. He's totally, I'm not saying K.O.L is a hater by no means on the Admirals. I'm just saying that he's just not a fan of them. He has a bias towards them.
Clover style. Thing here is this. I'll admit. No.
Why? What I tell y'all, man, I knew he was gonna say that, man. But yo, this is why I love K.O.L though, bro. Like he sticks to his guns and like, it's great, bro. Like I love it, and I just respect it, bro.
Garp did not exceed my expectations. I did a video in March before Garp did any of this stuff, talking about Haki, Shanks, and Garp.
Right.
The idea I had in that video was ultimately we're gonna see Garp display some gnarly hockey-related things, hockey feats, and we already knew for a long time. All
right, man. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I was on that wave too. I thought Garp would have like, I don't know, man, because after seeing what Shanks did to Green Bull, right? Basically shut off his observation hockey. You're like, okay, so if Garp doesn't have a double for, you're like, this dude must have something crazy like that. In my head can, I'm thinking Garp may have like royal hockey, like it's some other type of hockey where his arms are like gold or something like that.
That he was a physical powerhouse, but because he himself always stated that he was not the same guy he was back in his prime, by default, I had to remove him from that extreme top echelon.
Okay, yeah, and in a sense, I agree with him, but I still don't agree with him. Like how I use that Jordan analogy. Like, I think at the end of the day, when there's a new generation, and yes, age can catch up to you, you're just like, yo, I don't know how I'm going to keep up with these guys. Like I said, with Jordan, man, coming in as, at 40-something years old, and he starts cooking people. Bro, I think Michael Jordan dropped like 55 points or something like that. I don't know on what team, but he was in his 40s, bro, especially during that time in that era on a bunch of these young bucks, bro. That's what I'm saying. But dude still was like top 10, top 15 in the league at age 40. So that's how I look at Garp. Like Garp could box with Kaido. Garp could box with Blackbeard. He could box with the best of them. Is he going to win all the time? No, I'm not saying that, but yo, bro, they're going. If Garp fights Kaido, he's gonna be hurting. If Garp fights Blackbeard, he's gonna be hurting like bad. Like I feel like he can win on some super high depth stuff.
He could have been a part of when he was at his prime, but now no longer. Question was, where did he fit in the grand scheme of things currently? That was always the tricky question. But Oda did do something very interesting in chapter 1087, which does give us more context, overall context, as how powerful someone like Garp could be, and does somewhat match up to where I had Garp ranked in the last year's top 30, the cross-skill bounties. Now I know,
yeah,
I get it. Bounties are not everything when it comes to determining power.
That's true, but I mean, it is some type of power scaling though. You could do it if you want to. It doesn't necessarily mean that, like that's what it is set in stone. But like I understand when people do it, man. When they say, "Oh no, because someone has a higher bounty, they're stronger than this person." I get it. Would I do it? No, not necessarily.
Duh. Clearly. More often than not, it's because we already have the underlying context to why that bounty is BS. Given the fact that someone like Zoro could beat someone like King the Wildfire, or someone like Sanji could beat someone like Queen the Plague, and they have lower bounties than the guys they beat, doesn't really add up until you realize that Oda just did that because their bounties equal their birthday. And of course, someone like Buggy having a super high bounty is like, whoa. But
right.
Is it fair?
okay, like, listen, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm definitely going to do a part 2 with this reaction video. But, I mean, he's right. Like, just because someone has a higher bounty, it's not like I mentioned. It's not set in stone, like how you use the buggy, you know, example. Like, it's true, you know, but if I had to do a list, I would put Garp at, like, top 15. Guys, if you want me to do a part 2 to this video, let's get this video up to like 25, 30 likes. That would be great. But y'all listen, man, I love K.O.L. I think he's awesome content creator, funny as heck. And I just love his takes. I don't agree with them all the time, but man, he's awesome, guys. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts if you think Garp is top 20 or top 15, all right? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.